This weed is one of the worst things that ever happened to my garden. Don't let it fool you with the beautiful little purple flowers. It's not clover. It's not going to help your garden. In fact, they don't play nice. They just want the whole garden all to themselves. Now, last year I had it under control. I let it get away from me. And now I got to start all over again. So I'm going to show you how you can get it under control if it's gotten into your garden. And hopefully, if you recognize this weed, you're going to get it out of your garden now before it's time to plant your spring garden.
All I have not provided.
This is broccoli that had a really rough start. So I transplanted it here, and well, at least it's producing some broccoli. But I wanted to show you what this weed does to broccoli and all the other plants. It takes over and it takes all the nutrients out of the soil and hogs it for itself. So here's a plant that's clear, and there's plants that are just inundated with this clover looking thing. You see it has really pretty flowers? I thought, oh, that's okay, until I realized what it was doing. Now, last year I had a handle on it. I was told that you can't get rid of it once it gets in your garden. And the reason why, here's a pile that I've dug up. But if you leave any little pieces in here, those make a new plant. It's nearly impossible to get it all out. I'm going to show you one of the reasons why it's so difficult to get rid of. You can't just pull it out, because underneath, I'm going to shake this and shake it. Underneath are these bulbs, and all of those bulbs will grow a new one, and they just spread out and spread out and spread out. Look at that. And it's connected in here. So you think you've got it all, and look, there's more. It's all connected together. Now there's a different clover that I do let grow in my garden. It's, I don't know that it's beneficial, but it hasn't harmed my garden at all. And that is this little stuff right here. It's different. You'll see. See here, the roots are different. Now I just let them grow in my garden, and then when it's time to turn the soil, I just turn it with the soil and bury it and let it decompose underneath the soil. And it gets along with the plants that are with it. It's just totally different. Now, I don't know if that's a clover. It looks like clover to me. But it's been in my garden for many years, and it's never hurt any of my plants. I like to think it helps it when I turn it in under. When I look at it, I don't think that it's adding nitrogen, which is what real clover does. But I know when you turn green up under the soil and let it decompose, it does act as a fertilizer. So first of all, I'll clean out as much as I can. And then I'll top it with some cardboard, and then top that. Let me spin you around. I don't know if you can see it from here. See right down there? That is a huge pile of compost. It's actually about half dirt. And then I add that on top. Now last year it did keep it at bay, but I just didn't stay up with it when it started peeking up through the cracks of the cardboard. So I need to do it all over again. But the one good thing, as long as you keep it cleared of that weed, the soil underneath from the cardboard and the compost on top of it was actually very fertile. So I'm going to do that again this year. So I'll plant the beds first after I get it cleared out of all the turnips and some carrots down in there and rutabaga. I'll get it all cleared of everything. And then I'll plant the spring crop. And as soon as that is up and going, then I'll apply the cardboard and the compost. So this pretty little weed is extremely invasive, and it sucks the nutrients out of your garden soil all for themselves, leaving nothing for your plants that you want to give you food. So if you see this in your yard, pull it up, put some cardboard down on that and then some dirt on that. And if you see it starting to peek out from underneath the edges of that cardboard, stay after it. It will eventually be conquered. And the reason I know that is because I did have it on the other side of my garden, over here, and it's completely gone here. Well, I have an interesting update for you. I found out that it's called pink sorrel, and a lot of people disagree with me just pulling it up and calling it a weed. They say you can eat it, add it to your salads, all parts of it is edible, and it's supposedly medicinal too. So look up pink sorrel. Don't just go out in your yard and start picking it. I mean, after I read about it, there are certain conditions that I have that I'm just not going to risk it, but I might taste it just a little bit just to see what everybody's talking about. So it's pink sorrel, it's oxalis something, but look up pink sorrel. I know you'll find out what it is. So if you disagree with me calling it a weed, please, I would love to hear your comments below. It's quite an interesting conversation. So let me know what you think. Is it a weed? Is it medicinal? Do you use it? Do you eat it? It just tastes green to me. I don't think I would like that in my salad. Excuse me. No. No. Well, so because I am old, I try not to overdo it. I just tackle a little bit at a time. And I've got all these other chores to do in February. Do you see all those oak trees behind me? Look, let me see if I can get some. There's some all in the backyard as well. And my neighbors are kind enough to let me harvest theirs too. This garden thrives on oak leaves. Even though I have compost, I will still add oak leaves. So I hope you are getting ready for your spring garden. So don't overdo it this February, just a little at a time. 6 days a week, take that 7th day off for rest. That's what the Lord intended, and it's good for us.
Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me.